It's 7:49, and as we do every hump day, we got Mike Barrett from Barrett Insurance Agency stopping down in the studio talking good policies. And a good morning to you, Mike.
Good morning to you, too. Whatever happened to Gretchen Wilson? I mean, that party ever end? I mean, she's gone.
I think that she partied herself much like Janis Joplin, right down to a proverbial grave. I think she's just doing some low-key stuff. I was actually trying to hunt her down on Facebook the other day because she hasn't done anything.
Right.
And they were talking about her being the next biggest thing.
Right.
And
gone. Gonzo.
Yeah.
She's a two-hit wonder.
So this morning, I was thinking about hypothetical questions that you could pass or not pass. I'm grading you.
Oh,
okay?
man.
There we go.
Oh, man. I'm worried.
Put this on. So let's say that I have an ATV.
How come your people didn't vet me on this? They're supposed to, in the green room, they're supposed to give me an idea of what's
tell you what's shaking beforehand. Let's say I have an ATV, but it's not working. Like there's a tire missing and a spark plug issue. And it's in my garage.
Okay.
And I have young teenage boys, and they bring their friends over. And they're playing around on it, and all of a sudden, one of their friends gets hurt underneath it. Like it drops down and breaks one of their fingers or something. Is this something that's covered under homeowners insurance? If I didn't have insurance on the ATV because it hadn't worked in so long, I didn't want to insure it? Or should I insure my ATVs even when they're not working, even when they're put away, because of incidents like this?
That's an interesting one. Wow. Man, you really should have warned me about this one because I might have needed to do a little research. So, they're not riding the ATV.
Right.
So that's the first thing we're going to think about is, okay, well, they're not riding it.
And it hasn't been used in like a year or two because it's broken.
So here's the thing. I am not a claims adjuster. Thankfully, it's a job that I would not want. I feel bad.
That's a thankless job.
It really is. But from my take on it, and I would recommend that if this did happen, you would have to check because the biggest thing in insurance
give
is
the kid $100,
area.
tell him shut up.
Yeah,
and
forget about it.
Forget about it.
I would file a claim. I would absolutely file a claim on the homeowner policy and say, look, it's a broken down vehicle not being driven. They're playing on it. And, it could be considered negligence in the property. At the very least, I would think that the medical payments to others coverage on your homeowner policy, which usually is around $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000, would address that. But again, that's something you would have to file, and it kind of toes the line. So.
Okay, going forward on the same thought, would your insurance get more expensive if an incident like that occurred? And it was let's say it was covered.
Sure.
Does your premium, your monthly, does it go up?
That's a big, I should call it a misconception. A lot of people just assume that if you file a claim, that your insurance automatically goes up.
Because I've always believed that to be true.
And in many cases, it is.
Okay.
In many cases, it is. In a homeowner, right now on my home, I've had no losses. I've had my policy for a number of years, over 3 years, and no losses. I'm eligible for what they call a loss-free credit. So in my homeowner, for my house, that example, that's a 3% credit. If I had a loss over $1,500, I lose that 3% credit. I don't get a surcharge for having had a claim, but I do lose my loss-free credit. So I certainly would see a little bit of an increase in that regard. 3%
seems awfully little.
It really is. It really is. Now, in the world of auto, it's a bit of a different story. Now, if you're one that switches auto carriers pretty frequently, you're not getting that history or relationship with the carrier. You have a loss, you're probably going to see some level of increase. A lot of companies, as you've seen on TV, have accident forgiveness.
Yep.
So if you've been with somebody for 3 years or more, most likely some level of accident forgiveness will go into an accident as long as you're not given a violation for causing said accident. But, in some cases, again, there's loss-free crediting on those types of policies as well. So you would see some level of increase potentially on those policies too.
Somebody asked me outright, why would you bother going to Barrett Insurance Agency instead of any place else, like a major box store insurance company? And I said, well, because first of all, the rates are comparable. And second of all, if you have a problem, you can call and Mike will show up where you are. Mm-hmm. He'll stop down. He'll say, okay, is everybody okay? And follow up because that's what good customer service is all about. And he's a local person.
You really can buy insurance absolutely anywhere. We're not shocking anybody with that statement. So our goal is to do
But Flo is not showing up at your hospital room.
Flo doesn't know where Vermont is. She's a sweetheart of a lady, but go ahead and give her a geographical quiz and she'll fail it.
Yeah.
So
So that's that's what I always tell people is it's that one-on-one. I want to know that I've got somebody in my corner, and I never feel that way when I do my insurance. And I actually keep thinking that I'm going to bring my policy down to you to have it looked at.
You keep thinking that.
Well, and someday I'll actually take action.
Like
I've been asking you to bring me coffee for about 6 months now.
No, I think longer than that, actually.
Yeah, okay.
I just choose to ignore that. But really quickly, to kind of continue on your thought, when it comes to choosing insurance, is there an advantage to going direct? Is there an advantage to going direct to the carrier versus going with an agency? And the answer, long and true on that, is no. There really is not a difference. Give you the best example I can give you is Progressive. Progressive has Progressive Direct. Progressive also has Progressive through agencies. Those are the same company, different rate structures for both. Now, if I'm the guy who goes out in the street and says, Progressive, 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 that's part of me as an agent. They're not paying me to do that. I make a commission on my sales of their product, but I'm not charging them every time I tout their product. They have to advertise. They have to be online. They have to be absolutely everywhere. So Progressive Direct, there's millions of dollars. In fact, we have a great thing on our website that shows a number of years ago how much money some of those direct companies had to spend to get their message out. So how is it possible that they would be any cheaper than we are? It really is one of those things where it comes down to the level of service that you want. Some people don't want to be bothered by talking to people, so maybe a direct option is for you. But if you want that level of customer interaction, customer service, an agency would be a better choice for you.
All right, buddy. If people want to get a hold of you and talk more about good policies and have questions, they can do so.
Sure. Give us a call, 748-5224. Visit our website at thebarrettagency.com. Check out our Facebook page, Barrett Insurance Agency, and our YouTube channel is Barrett Insurance Agency as well.
Talk to you next Wednesday at
Have
7:50.
a great week. I might bring a coffee.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Or maybe not.
Do you want to win $1,000? Well, join the club, as in the $1,000 Club instant ticket from the Vermont Law